So I took a break-even trade, and then I thought we were gonna reverse, and I ended up taking a loss. So we had 2 hourly lows that we took out. It was this one, and then I guess this one as well. Then ES was pretty choppy, so I didn't really count anything besides an SMT, but we ended up taking all this out within the first 5-minute candle. And then we did create a bullish SMT from 155 to 935 right there, but we had this 5-minute gap, which I expected to retrace from the SMT. We ended up pushing pretty heavily out of there, inversing this gap, and then I entered on that inverse. I was targeting yesterday's low from morning session, and I ended up, since we were hesitating right here, I ended up moving to break even and then getting stopped out. And then after all that, I thought we were actually going to reverse because ES ended up moving way higher. That SMT was right here. Here, I'll just go like that. The SMT was right here. We inversed a 5-minute gap right here. After that bullish SMT, then we ended up pushing really high. Hold up, let me get rid of some of this. We ended up pushing really high, almost taking out Asian highs, and I thought that we were actually going to reverse, so I ended up seeing, did we create another SMT? Yeah, we did. We created another SMT. So 930 to 945. 930, 945. And then I could have immediately went off of like this gap, because we already had our 1-minute break and then a 1-minute continuation right there. But I waited. I waited for like just a better push. I guess it was pretty much the same. I went off this push right here. We ended up creating a 5-minute gap, which I thought was gonna hold, and then we ended up inversing it later. Low key, it was pretty stressful. I ended up risking a lot more on there too, which I don't know how. I just did. But my original take profit was at these London highs with stops right here. I didn't want to go all the way under there, but stops right there. Anyways, pretty much a straight loss. Kind of unfortunate. I was thinking if I went out with a break-even trade, I could probably get another, but whatever. I lost 186 today. Yesterday I made 146, so I'm down $40 on the week. Just kind of unfortunate. The only thing I think that stopped my trade from hitting was this 15-minute gap, which the 1 hour was still bearish. There was a 15-minute gap holding. I should have went short, but again, I thought we were just gonna reverse and go long because of the SMTs. I'm probably just not going to take SMTs anymore, and I'm probably not going to even look at ES anymore either, because I just don't need it. But if I was gonna go short, here could have been a trade. And then I would have entered off of something like a good push like that. And then, yeah, targeting the same lows, which kind of unfortunate, but I don't know. You live, you learn. My bias was correct from the beginning. I'm going to start, I actually need to write that down. I'm going to start following the hourly only. I'm not taking reversals no matter what, even if I miss out. Maybe I got a little too confident. I don't think so, though. Just from yesterday, but it's whatever. I'm still green on the month. Other than that, what I forgot to wait for on here, even though we did shift 5-minute structure up with this move, we did break bullish structure up. I should have waited for, since it was so late into that SMT, I should have waited for just a fair value gap or something, but I just went off of a 1 minute break and a 1 minute continuation. So other than that, kind of unfortunate. It is totally my fault though. I should have just kept it to one trade, but that's all for today. Peace.